Assignment number 3. This is your infographic peer review. It is the third assignment that again is leading us up to the final infographic project. Last week you submitted a draft of wherever you were in your infographic, and this week you are working to review whatever peer's draft that you were assigned last week by Canvas. So what you'll do for this assignment is go to this Google Doc template. You can make a copy of it, and you're going to fill this out and submit this for your grade. So you'll go through a checklist and you're just saying yes or no. Does your peer have a title, a clear title? Do they have a basic description of their infographic? Do they have a clear audience? Do they have 3 facts with supporting information? And are there references included? So in this box, you're just going to say yes or no. If you have additional comments to make, you can make those here. They're not required. And then you're going to use this rating scale. So give them an overall rating of this infographic, like it's a 1, you need a lot of work before you submit, or it's a 5, wow, this is great, you could turn it in tomorrow. So you can bold this or just put under here, maybe, in some way indicate what rating you're giving it at this moment. And then you're going to put in 2 strengths and 2 suggestions, okay? For the strengths and suggestions, you want to be really specific and detailed in your response. So if it's a strength and you're like, great job, this looks pretty, that doesn't really give them a lot of info. So maybe comment on why it looks pretty or why it looks great. Is it well organized? Is the color scheme a good contrast so people can see it? Is the font large? Do they have good visuals or pictures? Whatever it is, things that are relevant and helpful to your peer. Okay. And you'll want to use at least 2 to 4 sentences for each of those points. And then suggestions for the infographic, same idea. So be specific, be detailed, comment on anything you want. Those are just some ideas there. But if you say something like, this needs some work, or I think you should have more numbers, that's not really giving them a lot of help. So try to be detailed, try to be specific so they can use this information to improve their final project. Okay, so you'll submit this peer review scoring guide here, okay, and then that will be graded based on this template here. And again, there's a rubric for this assignment too, so if you want to see more specifically how you can gain points for this assignment, you can look at that here. So you will submit your peer review here, and then the GSA or myself will go through these, and we will forward your final document to the appropriate person. So I will know on my end who you reviewed, even if you don't know who it was. It should be anonymous unless they had their name somewhere on the document. So anyway, we'll go through and see who was assigned to who, and then we will make sure that your suggestions, your advice, all of that gets to the appropriate peer, and same for you. So you'll receive yours from whoever completed your peer review. All right, and let me know if you have questions, and I'll see you in class.